September 11th, a sound rang across New York from St. Paul's Chapel, as it has each year to the hour since the city changed forever.
This just in, you are looking at obviously a very disturbing live shot there. That is the World Trade Center, and we have unconfirmed reports this morning that a plane has crashed into one of the towers.
We gather every year on September 11th to ring the bell of hope, our gift from the City of London, at 8:46 a.m., which of course remembers the time when the first plane went into the North Tower. Would you please join me in saying together the prayer of St. Francis?
9/11 is a window into the past for the city's houses of worship, but as time passes, it is also becoming their beacon for a future built on new lessons of hope. In the diverse community of Flushing, Queens, residents of different religions have come together to share their points of view at a breakfast at the Quaker Meeting House.
I was in this building in 1952. My paths have crossed with Quakerism in many positive ways. I believe in the interfaith idea that we have here. I'm not a religious person, but I have a lot of faith in this world.
You know, today's 9/11. It's a reminder of the dangers of extremism, divisiveness, and polarization. But I really believe that if people get together, talk to each other, even though they may disagree, they can still have a lot in common and respect and love each other.
Events like these give Jack Eichenbaum hope that the tolerant spirit of his childhood lives on in his hometown.
I was born here in Flushing, but I grew up in Bayside. At the time, there were not too many Jewish people in Bayside, but on my block there were a few families, and we arranged with the other families who were mostly Catholic, that the children should go to each other's churches and synagogues.
The use of 9/11 as a day of interfaith understanding owes much to a bold move by the Pope that made headlines worldwide in 2015.
We are back on the air right now with Pope Francis. He has just arrived at Ground Zero for an interfaith service at the 9/11 Memorial.
It is a source of great hope that in this place of sorrow and remembrance, I can join with leaders representing the many religious traditions which enrich the life of this great city. I trust that our presence together will be a powerful sign of our shared desire to be a force for reconciliation. This message sparked a trend with panels, church services, and interfaith commemorations around the country. It came full circle this year outside the UN headquarters, just in time for the General Assembly. Jewish, Christian, and Muslim community groups from across the city gathered for a vigil at the UN Public Plaza. First-generation New Yorker Amirah Ismail came to honor her family's roots in Egypt and Palestine.
I was born in 2006, so it was like 5 years after 9/11. So I don't know a world without that major event. I put on the hijab about 3 months ago, and I've just felt the difference on how people treated me before versus now. So I was angry and frustrated, and the one way I know how to express my emotions is through poetry. Being an identifiable Muslim is hard when people automatically associate you with one of the worst attacks that have taken place on American soil.
Marisa James, a rabbi at the world's largest LGBTQ+ synagogue, wasn't much older than Amirah in 2001.
It's beautiful to have someone like Amirah, who's 16 years old, coming to this event and understanding really, really deeply from what she said the impact that it had. I feel like the city is very good at memorializing the firefighters who were lost, the individuals who worked in the towers and who are on those planes, and to hear that also our Muslim neighbors, still live with these traumas, and even those who didn't experience the day itself is painful to hear.
Standing here just a block away from both the World Trade Center and St. Paul's Chapel, it's easy to recall the horrors of the past. But interfaith initiatives like these remind us that we can do more than just remember. We can take the chance to build a better future.